If you guys want to support us even further, check out our Patreon. The link is in the description. Alright guys, here we are again for another episode of 5 for Talking Playoff Edition. I'm here with my man Caps and Campo. Alright guys, so what do you think about the New York Rangers and Montreal series?
It's become very competitive. Love the fact that New York is up 3-2 because I'm not entirely a Habs fan. Sorry to say. But yeah, it's just it looks as though we're starting to see the old Lundqvist again, and he's been performing well, and you can see it.
I agree. Lundqvist is the only reason New York is still in this.
Oh, we're on. Montreal.
You're still going for Montreal.
No, I picked Montreal, so I'm not going to take my pick away now.
Well, I picked Montreal too. We're just talking about the series. We're not making picks.
But as of right now, you're still thinking that Montreal's going to come out?
I don't want to seem like I got the wrong pick there.
This guy's defensive.
The Rangers are going to win. They're going to win the next game.
Well, if I remember correctly, I picked Montreal too, but you know what? As of right now,
the Rangers are going to win.
Lundqvist, the king, is out.
That's a really shitty series. I'm not even going to... I don't like that series. It's boring.
It's a boring series, huh?
Not a lot of goal scoring, but... good goaltending, a lot of shots too.
Well,
back and forth.
Well, it came down to it's going to be like Price versus Lundqvist. So I mean, we all knew that it wasn't going to be a very high scoring series. But
I don't know. New York's putting a lot on the table, and I don't see anything from Montreal. Montreal's just getting saved by Carey Price constantly.
They're struggling with their main goal scorers. Like Pacioretty doesn't.
They don't have any main goal scorers.
Well, I mean, Pacioretty is their main goal scorer. He has 0 goals.
Pacioretty is like a 60 in NHL.
Yeah. Regardless of what he's rated in NHL.
He's not a good player. He's overrated.
The man can score goals.
Yeah, so can Phil Kessel.
Well, how's Radulov doing?
He's their best player, probably.
Radulov is their best player.
Probably, and Galchenyuk or Gallagher, I forget which one it is, standing up right now. But yeah, Lundqvist, out of the 5 games, he was in the top 3 stars out of 4 of the games.
That's pretty serious.
It's pretty impressive if you ask me.
It's a pretty serious goalie.
I'd say he's probably the best goalie right now in the playoffs besides Pekka-Rinne.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second because I'm totally shocked about that.
Yeah. Alright, so next up we got Ottawa and Boston. Ottawa's leading the series right now 3-2.
Ottawa.
Yeah, it looks like Ottawa might take it.
I'm agreeing with the Ottawa.
I think I picked Boston though, but you know what? They're making a series out of it, so.
I'm the only one that picked Ottawa.
I don't know who I picked. I don't remember.
We all have our faults, John.
And I knew Ottawa was gonna win.
They haven't won
Stanley
yet.
Cup.
They haven't won yet.
Carlson is playing outstanding.
Which is, no surprise.
Yeah, his
Carlson
passes, everything. That rainbow pass that he made, beautiful. I forgot who scored that goal. Bobby Ryan or Hoffman? Yeah.
Bobby Hoffman?
Bobby Hoff.
Which one's next?
Next up, you got Pittsburgh and Columbus. Pittsburgh with a 4-1 win.
Is this the one?
5 games.
Is this the one you said that I woke up smoking crack that day because I picked Columbus?
No.
Is that the one?
Yeah, but you did though.
Wait, did you pick Columbus?
I picked Columbus. What?
Yeah, that was for Calgary.
Oh, is that for the Calgary one? Or
that you did wake up smoking crack.
So I guess I smoked crack twice.
But yeah, again, we will get to that.
But yeah, no surprise. Defending Stanley Cup champions, Pittsburgh Penguins, going through.
One thing that stands out to me, Fleury's doing an outstanding job stepping in for Murray in the first game when he left in the warm-up.
Just lose. I hate you.
All right. You got big goal scorers too, like Malkin, Kessel, Crosby. They're all getting points. Like all 3 lines are working for them.
Yeah, Crosby, Malkin, and the hot dog.
That hot dog right now has 8 points in the playoffs, and he's second for points in the playoffs right now. Malkin first with 11. Next up, you got Washington and Toronto. Washington's leading the series 2-1.
2-1.
Sorry, 3-1. Ooh.
3-1.
Washington.
3-2.
3-2.
Washington.
Nah, man, I'm still going for the Leafs, man.
I'm still going for the Leafs, man. Just touch home for us.
Who
man.
would have thought?
Washington.
Who would have thought the Leafs would come this far, especially with the top team in the
I
NHL?
want them to hear me. That's why I'm getting close.
No, you can. They can hear you all they want. The fact of the matter is, Leafs are going to come out of this. I don't care.
If somehow the Leafs get out of this, they're gonna get raped by Pittsburgh.
I don't know about that. But either way, impressive series for the Leafs.
I do not want Pittsburgh to have a cakewalk through the playoffs. It has to be Washington, and Washington has to beat them.
You think that Washington's going to put up a better fight than the Leafs coming out of that
a
series?
lot better.
Are you saying that because you picked Washington to win the cup?
No, because Washington is the best team in the NHL on paper by a long shot.
Oh, hasn't that been the case for the last couple of years as well? And what happened?
Yeah, but this is the time. This is their chance. You have one chance.
They did make moves in the season to make it their chance. Picking up Shattenkirk for nothing.
Okay, yeah, that was the only one notable move that they picked up. Other than that, I think it's the same team.
That was like the biggest move that any team made at the trade deadline.
Yeah. And it's a huge move for them, and it's great. But the fact of the matter is, they're facing a team that's so inexperienced in the playoffs that they're...
Babcock and the boys in blue are battling. They're taking every game to OT except for one.
And you can see their confidence, just growing as the series goes along. I mean, with the exception of the last game. But in a losing effort, that was a hell of a game. 2-1 in overtime.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like 28 shots on 25.
No, let me just say this. I hate that guy Wilson on Washington. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but every time the Washington Capitals score, he always looks over to the Leafs bench or anybody on the Leafs and just
grills them in church.
Grills them. And
yeah, I know. You
drives
pointed
me
that out to me at work.
nuts. You can't do that to the opposition.
They can
opposition.
just put out somebody there to scrap them.
Put Martin out there and just beat the crap out of him. Man.
Yeah, we're not even going to get into that talk because nobody on the Leafs is fighting anybody.
Yeah, I know. Martin's been pure schmeller lately. But yeah, anyways. Next up, you got St. Louis right now. It's a 3-1 series against Minnesota. And right now in the game, St. Louis is up 3-1. Looks like Minnesota's going to take this one home.
St. Louis?
I mean St. Louis.
Did I say St. Louis?
You said Minnesota.
Minnesota,
St. Louis.
Yeah, I think I picked Minnesota for this, but whatever.
They shouldn't have lost this series. It's a joke.
I did
It's just like Columbus. I'm not saying Columbus should have beat Pittsburgh, but they stunk it up that whole series. Minnesota's playing like trash.
Jake Allen's playing well. He's had a good season as well, so he's hot. He's playing very well.
Yeah, he's the only thing keeping them in this.
Yeah.
What's the coach's name from Minnesota? Oh my God.
Bruce Boudreau?
Bruce Boudreau. Yeah, it seems as though he's kind of used to this kind of, especially when he was on Washington.
That's a Washington.
Well, I mean,
There he is.
There he is.
Yeah.
He's good though.
He's good. They had a good season, man. Very good season. They went on a nice winning streak as well. Nice run, but it looks like their run came short in the first round here.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. They got dogged. St. Louis is playing well. Can't do anything about it.
All right. Edmonton versus San Jose. Edmonton's up 3-2. And I just want to say one thing off the bat. First game in Edmonton, the fans did an excellent job getting the boys pumped.
Yeah, and then they lost 7-0.
That was not that game, but yeah.
So what? Edmonton's still up 3-2.
Yeah, Edmonton's up 3-2.
They could win 9-0. It's only one win. They go to the next game.
It's an eye opener, I guess. That 7-0 loss was an eye opener. They just woke up the next game and.
Not to mention, I picked San Jose to win in this series. They're down right now.
I picked Edmonton. Yes.
Oh,
I
hope you're
picked
wrong.
Edmonton.
Hope you guys are wrong. Jumbo Joe came out, had a nice performance.
Is it going to be enough?
I don't know. It looks like they had no gas in that last overtime game they were playing. San Jose. It was all Edmonton. Attack. It was like 13 shots to 1 or 0 at one point in the overtime.
No, and I guess at the end of the day, it's just like who wants it more. It looks like Edmonton wants it more right now.
Yeah, they had nothing rolling for them in that overtime. Next up, you got the sweeps. You got Nashville over Chicago. Nashville 4-0.
I'm shocked.
You couldn't have paid me to guess that.
I'm shocked.
Me either. How many goals did Chicago have? 1?
I'm shocked.
Nashville
2,
didn't even
3?
have that good of a season. They barely made the playoffs.
Out of all the series in this playoff series, like in this year, like I thought that was going to be the most confident That was my most confident pick out of all the series, and I thought for sure Chicago will go through.
We also all predicted Chicago.
Yeah. We didn't all pick Chicago to win the cup though.
Yeah, I picked Chicago to win the cup, but I guess
too.
what can I say, man?
It's okay. Do I get another pick?
No.
That's not fair. Well, you're
Thanks,
still
John.
kicking in this in the Washington run.
Thanks, John.
You're a Chief man?
Next up, you got Anaheim and Calgary. Anaheim sweeping them 4-0.
This is when Nick was smoking crack.
For the
Picked
second
Calgary.
I would have thought.
You want to know what? It could have went either way because you have those big boys. You have Getzlaf, Corey Perry, and who's the other guy?
Kessler?
Is it Kessler? Whatever it is. On Anaheim. They didn't have a great season.
Yeah, they did. They had a really good season.
Like those players individually. The team had a great season. Those players individually.
They're the kind of team they are is like everybody gets 70 points or 60 points team. They're not like a superstar.
This year, yeah. The years before, you had Corey Perry and Getzlaf. They were in like the first two boxes. They were in like the first two boxes for picks. You had Getzlaf and Corey Perry up there. Now they're going to be dropped. 70 points.
They won 4-0. They beat the crap out of Calgary. Calgary never wins in Anaheim, ever. So, like, I don't know.
That's true. I remember seeing that up when it came when we were watching the game.
I think Anaheim's going to go far.
Yeah, they have the potential.
They face Nashville in the next round.
Really? That's going to be an interesting series, huh? Should be a good series.
Yeah, well. Do you guys want me to read out?
I don't know. They don't face Nashville. Chicago's going to face the winner of this series, I'm pretty sure. Minnesota, St. Louis.
Chicago?
I mean, Nashville.
Well, I mean, you know, it looks like Anaheim's looking amazing. It looks like they're gonna go far, but
okay,
you never know what's gonna happen in the series, man. You don't know what's like. There are things that happen in this playoff series.
NHL is not predictable.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a player or two to put on your team right now out of all these teams, name two players that you would pick.
Sidney Crosby and Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
Mine are Malkin and Lundqvist.
I'll take any one of the goalies in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'd take Malkin or Lundqvist. Definitely. Lundqvist is the dude.
Give me Craig Anderson and Crosby and McDavid.
I agree. You just don't know what's gonna happen. That's so tough to answer because it's just like, who would have thought?
Well, Malkin's on fire.
I mean, look at Chicago in this case. Like, did Taves and Kane really do anything?
No, those guys weren't even there.
Yeah.
Nobody was scoring goals for Chicago.
They don't have anybody tough on that team. They're a little. They're not old, but they're not as young as they were, and they don't have a lot of the players that are new don't have any experience.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got Kane and Taves are
Panarin.
They're like in the prime right now, man. They're not the old guys. You know what I mean?
I know, but they just didn't have it, and I don't buy into that Panarin garbage. I don't think Panarin's that good. I think he's just playing on a good line.
No, as a player, he's good.
I think if you put Panarin on Vancouver or something, he wouldn't do anything.
His production would still be there.
His production
he scored
is
a lot of nice goals by
Kane.
himself, though. He scored a lot of nice goals by himself. A couple Deeks shot goal.
Yeah, from a guy playing on a line with a guy who's been top like 3 in scoring for the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Playing with Hossa, playing with Taves. That's why. So what about the Leafs?
I'm feeling them. Win or lose, I'm feeling them.
Tomorrow, Game 6.
Yep.
Get the crowd behind them. They'll come back to TO.
If they go to Game 7, I think they're gonna win. But I don't think Washington's gonna let that happen. I think Washington's just gonna end it.
Well, Washington wasn't supposed to let this happen. Let them go this far in the first place.
But nobody knew what to expect from Toronto.
Do you think anybody would have predicted that Toronto would have won a game in this series? How many people have told me sweep?
I would have heard that too.
I would have
Too
called
many
one
people.
or two.
Too many people.
I've heard that too. You know,
And every game is a battle. It's not a walkover win. It's not a 7-0 win. It's literally all a 1-goal differential.
Yeah, well,
and all the games went to
the
overtime
playoffs.
except for one.
Yeah, 4 out of the 5. Yeah, 4 out of the 5 games went to overtime. They were tight games.
Almost this whole entire first round of the playoffs has been going to overtime constantly. It's been a close playoffs all the way through, minus the Nashville and Anaheim.
Yesterday they dropped highlight goal, OT goals for the playoffs.
Mm.
Nice big clip. There was a lot of them this year.
Well, you know, I guess I should read out some of boys' picks. Shout out to Chris. C-Par.
Parsley.
Which his text reads: if you want to sound like a genius, take this cheat sheet for the correct answers. And he has it this way: he has Bruins in 5,
Wrong.
Habs in 7,
Still has a chance.
Penguins in 6. Well, it doesn't really matter.
One off.
One off. Wild in 5.
Wild's done.
Sharks in 7.
Has a chance.
Capitals in 7.
Yeah, chance.
Well, he's not a genius anymore. He's going against the Leafs.
That's a given.
Blackhawks in 5.
By the way, before we go any further, he is a Habs fan.
I know.
So Blackhawks in 5.
Blackhawks in 5.
He's wrong as well as us.
Yeah, well, you know, he's a Habs fan. Everybody has his faults. And
we're Leaf fans. We made the same mistake. And
well, see, like he thought just like us that Blackhawks were going to take the series, and you know,
it was a shocker.
It was a shocker. Sure. And the last one, Ducks in 6.
Ducks in 4.
I'm not even gonna lie. If I had to predict the only two sweeps of the first round, I would have picked Anaheim, and I would have picked Minnesota. I did pick Minnesota to win in 4. They're obviously not gonna win. Probably not even gonna get out of the series.
These guys ever get their golf clubs ready to go?
Well, like even the guys that come out of the guys that lose in the first round, they're qualified to go for the World Championships, correct?
Yeah, a lot of people turned it down though. I saw it already.
Really?
Notifications, yeah. Taves turned it down.
I was looking at some of the comments that people have been making on our episodes, and obviously we appreciate it.
Let them know how you feel about Zach Hyman.
But I got a question for the person that made that Zach Hyman comment. A puck possession monster. I don't get that. I mean, you have to have the puck in order to be a.
You have to be able to stick handle to have the puck.
Like, okay, I get what he's saying. They for rookies, yeah, they had good years. You can't take that away from them. But at the end of the day, they could have, like, if that was a player that could score and finish, those guys would have been through the roof with points.
He's not just in the playoffs. I have to admit, he's playing 10 times better. But you don't ever want to see Hyman with a puck. Like, it's so scary when he has it. I think he's gonna just run into the board sometimes, just skate completely straight into the wall.
I have the same feeling with Connor Brown, but yeah.
I mean, like, nobody's denying the fact that the both of them battle to get the puck. We just feel that they're not very good with the puck once they get it. I don't know.
No, and his PK is good. He's good on the PK, Hyman.
Absolutely,
he does a really good job on the PK.
Because obviously, for the same reason, when he doesn't have the puck, he battles and he wants the puck and he wants to do the right thing. It's just the fact of the matter is that when he does have the puck, he loses it a lot.
If Matthews had a different winger other than Hyman who could score or finish and skate, they would have ripped it up in points.
Yeah, well, we had that talk already. Then of course,
pass.
That's easy. That's easy. You put JVR. Just put JVR, Nylander, and Matthews on a line.
That's a greasy line, but you don't want to mess up that chemistry with Bozak and Marner. Those guys are rolling right now.
Well, it's obvious, like, going into next year, they're gonna have to find, I hope, a winger.
A defenseman. I hope a defenseman
for that line. But obviously, yeah, they need a defenseman.
After Polak broke his leg.
But Zaitsev came back, and look at the game that they had. I mean, 2-1. They kept the opposition off the score sheets for.
Well, this is his second game back.
But it's gonna be okay because we have Matt Marinson.
I know Marinson's a soft topic here for Caps. Light him up.
Okay, Matt Marinson reminds me of Aki Berg. Okay, like he's just a pylon.
No, Aki Berg was not that bad.
Aki Berg was not that
He
bad.
had that one good season.
Sure, yeah. What good season? What good season did he ever have?
Good season in LA.
As soon as he got to the Leafs, people were booing the crap out of him. I think I was booing him from home.
Minnesota just tied it up 3-3. So we're saying St. Louis is done and gone, but
apparently not.
The Wild is going wild.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And how much time is left in the game?
Just about 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah, give or take. Last I saw on the clock, 4 minutes, 54 seconds. Oh, yeah.
He had that one good year.
Are we still talking about Aki Berg? Seriously? Aki Berg did not have a good year, man.
Aki
At
Berg...
the comfort of my own home, sitting on a couch watching a Leaf game, I was booing him. That's how bad he was. Okay?
Aki Berg
Hoping
is
that he
one
would
of
hear
the
the-
top
hear me.
100 greatest Leafs of all time.
What list? Yeah.
Ahead.
I'm the one smoking crack.
He's ahead of... He's the likes of Matt Sundin and Frank Mahovlich. You're talking about a
I
guy...
cannot believe you actually put Matt Sundin, Frank Mahovlich on the same list as Aki Berg. That's oh.
No, but seriously, real talk. Aki Berg is probably top 10 players who suck in the world. I hate you.
This guy just went on a rant of how good he is, making you argue with him.
Oh, so you're just trying to get me going, huh?
Yeah, I gotta have some fun once in a while.
Yeah.
You know, shit happens. Look, Matt Marinson's in the NHL.
I don't know why he keeps bringing him back. He
Call
was
up
totally
Thomas Caberlet.
unsuccessful throughout the season.
Did Thomas Caberlet kill himself?
No.
Do I need to worry about that one too?
No. You don't have to worry about that one.
Is he
Bring
still
him
playing
back.
in the AHL?
No.
I think he retired. But like they have Marchenko sitting on the sidelines. I don't know why they don't play him.
I don't know, maybe Babcock knows something about him that we don't.
Play anybody. Put Boyle on defense.
That he's better than Merchant.
I don't know. Like, he was a piece to bring in for Babcock on a coaching strategy for sure.
Well, it's obvious now going into next season where their needs are, and one of them is defense.
They need a hard. They need to get a defensive defenseman.
Just FYI, I've been getting Matt Hunwick and Martin Marinson confused because I called him Matt like 30 times.
Hunwick's another one. I think his
Hunwick's not that bad. Hunwick's not that bad.
Actually.
He's not that bad, but what are you going to get out of him? Another 2 years?
Yeah,
year?
you need to have players like that because when those guys need big contracts, Matthews and shit, you have to have a bunch of guys that are getting paid nothing.
I mean, it looks like Boyle's going to be turning into one of those players too. Be a mentor for these young guys.
If they can re-sign him.
You don't think he'll want to come back?
I think he's going to resign.
I think he will re-sign. I don't see why not. But I mean, at the same time, like...
I think he sees the potential in this team and the fact that this team could actually win in the next couple of years.
I hope he sticks around.
And, you know, he can actually have a ring, Stanley Cup ring in the next couple of years if he stays with the team.
Was he there when they won?
Who?
Tampa Bay?
Was he there when he won?
Good question.
Good question.
Fact checker.
Fact checker.
Fact. But yeah. I don't know. Freddie Anderson's playing outstanding. I mean, area for improvement, obviously, but coming into the playoffs, he's doing a good job.
He's solid.
Yeah.
Well, we all knew that if the Leafs had a chance, it would be because of Freddie Anderson and his play. And it looks like he's holding up his end of the bargain. You know?
Yeah, he's standing on his head. He's playing really well.
Remember that save off of that glove save that you showed me? That they had to
on the side of the net? Larceny.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And this is a guy that hasn't started more than 50 games a year, and this year he played in 65 almost, and a playoff series.
Yeah, he's legit.
He's legit. He is legit.
He's got to grow, but he's legit.
He's a starting goalie on a team that's not that good yet.
Well, a team that doesn't have a starting goalie.
So when they start going, he's gonna get better.
And they gave him that $5 million contract.
That's to lock him up though.
Yeah,
And they know because he's gonna be worth $5 million.
They've been giving up lock them down contracts to all the players. Everybody's locked down 5 years, 6 years. Everyone's there.
There was a lot of people that were pissed off that they didn't re-sign Reimer, but you know what? It looks like it's...
I don't even care about Reimer anymore. He
Me either.
sucks right now in Florida. He had such a terrible year.
Yeah. That's where they struggled too, Florida.
Well, Florida didn't really have a really good team in front of Reimer because he had so many injuries throughout the year. If they were healthy, just like Buffalo, they probably would have been able to squeak into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think Buffalo would have made the playoffs.
So, like, Eichel is causing a stir in the news or something. Apparently...
He got the coach and GM fired or whatever. Something like that.
No, he said he wanted out, but then his agents came out and saying that he didn't say that. And
I don't know. I heard him say that he didn't want to leave Buffalo. He was happy in Buffalo and he wanted to play the rest of his career in Buffalo.
Well, I think Buffalo's going to be a good team in a couple of years. If
Buffalo's
they stay
teams
healthy.
are already good if they can,
If they can stay healthy. Yeah. Got that sick goalie, too.
Leonard?
Yeah.
Both of their goalies are really big.
So who do you think will turn around next year?
Buffalo.
You think Buffalo will turn around next year?
Yeah. I think Florida too.
Do you think Calgary and Edmonton have a chance to playoff next year?
Edmonton.
Or is it just a fluke season for Edmonton?
Edmonton has
a chance.
Edmonton's is a legit, like, I don't think they're a contender, but I think they're a legit team.
And do you think Calgary will make it next year?
If they could stay healthy, it depends, man. They're good, but they're not that good. They're like a one-line team.
So you think going into next year, all of the Canadian teams will be legit except for maybe Vancouver?
Well, yeah. Depends on how Vancouver's rebuild goes.
Winnipeg.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Winnipeg's got like some decent guys in their team.
Winnipeg is really good. They should have been in the playoffs.
They should have been in the playoffs. I don't understand why. They didn't make it this
Line
year.
missed about 10 games.
Yeah, but
I don't know if that would have made a big difference.
He didn't really factor in. Like, their team is solid right now. They just need to. They need to stay. They need a goalie. They need a legit goalie.
Who's their goalie?
Pavlik, he's not good, and Hellebuck, and he's not that good either.
Buffalo needs to come to Toronto.
No.
Why not? That'll solve a lot of their problems.
You think LA will have a chance next year?
I think LA's too slow and they're too old.
LA should have made it this year, man. Just their goaltending.
They were knocked out early though.
Yeah, they didn't have Quick for like the whole season.
I mean, in the West, Winnipeg, Los Angeles, Dallas were the next three to make it in. In the East, you had Islanders, Tampa all up by 1 point. You have Philadelphia too. I think Philadelphia, their system is a little washed up.
No, I think Philadelphia will turn around next year, man. I think Philadelphia is actually gonna be a good
They
team.
have the potential to,
Yeah,
but
they
it's
do.
just some of those key players they have.
The 4 worst teams in the NHL: Arizona, Vancouver, Colorado, and New Jersey. Who turns around first?
I need to see that list. But the last team you named was Jersey, so I'm gonna go with Jersey.
Just because the last one I
Who'd
said.
you say? Buffalo, New
No,
Jersey.
Arizona, Colorado, another West team, Vancouver.
If Colorado makes some good changes in the offseason, they'll do a lot better than they did this year.
I don't know. I think it's Arizona, but
I want to say Arizona too.
let me down so bad this
They have a
year.
nice-
I really thought they were going to come out.
They have a nice prospect pool. Like they're deep
Duclair
with
stunk
players.
it up this season. He had like 14 points in 82 games or something like that.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Vancouver's got to do a rebuild.
Arizona's got a solid goalie. They got a pretty good team, but Shane Doan's gotta retire.
I like New Jersey as well. I don't know. It all depends who these teams can pick up in the offseason. They need to pick up a couple good players, each team.
Arizona's not going to. Arizona, I don't think, has the budget. I don't think they have no one really wants to go there.
I'm going to say New Jersey. Then probably Colorado.
I'm gonna say Jersey.
Colorado was so bad this year.
I know, but that's why they're gonna
bad.
make big. That's why they need to make big time.
What are they
moves.
gonna do next year that's gonna change and make this better?
Well, they need to make some big time moves. Yeah.
Kennan, Duchesne, they gotta wake up, man.
They might as well have kept Patrick Waugh in the bench.
No,
Probably would have done a lot better.
no one wants Patrick Waugh.
The results the same, so
Varlamov didn't play that well this year.
no. I stayed away from every single Colorado player this year in our pool.
I took Duchesne.
I think I did take.
I took Duchesne too, actually.
But who would have thought that he would be the spark of rumors coming into the trade deadline? So it just goes to show that
He's a centerman.
He's not a very great center.
No, but like his first year and second year, he was doing amazing. Like there was, I believe that was the year.
Oh.
That was the year where Tavares went first, Hedman went second, and Duchesne went third. And there were people that thought that Duchesne should have gone first. And like talk about a player that
well, he's shown it.
Off.
He's shown that
First
he can
2 years
play.
he showed it.
He showed it in the World Cup. He played really well.
Yeah, the first 2 years he showed it, but as of late, nothing. You know.
That's the way she goes.
He's
Tavares
been a mediocre.
well.
He's been a mediocre player.
Tavares came out of that drop, you know, looking like a monster, and Victor Hedman is up. He's one of the finalists for.
I saw it yesterday.
For Norris.
Yeah.
Well, he deserves that.
He deserves it.
He's not gonna win it, but
He's one of my favorite defensemen right now in the NHL for sure.
well, he's a really big body and he can move.
Yeah, he's good with the puck. Really good with the puck.
He's
always
still
on
young
apples.
too.
He's what they call a puck possession monster.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Zach Hyman.
No, I was just talking to the Hyman lovers out there. That's
Whoa.
that's an actual puck possession monster.
The Hyman lover.
Wow, that sounds bad.
Hyman lovers. No, I love all you guys. I'm just kidding.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Alright guys, this concludes our episode of Playoff Edition 5 for Talking. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe.
Subscribe.